Welcome back to another video from Gateshead Pokemon Club. With this video we're going to continue on the Gold League, this time using the Crushing Current deck. Once again we're going to try and do all 12 trainers, but we're first of all going to start off by unlocking the 7 trainers that we need to unlock the deck. Up against Zach first. We've already got our 4 wins against him, but one of those wins wasn't with this deck. So we've actually got to get a win with this deck. Kangaskhan up front. Kangaskhan in this deck's quite a good Pokemon. It's got a nice high HP. So it'll take a few hits generally. It's not fantastic for attacks because you start with a double energy attack. But if you're going first, you don't mind that because you're not going to be able to attack until your second turn anyway. I'm going to use a potion and heal the 30 damage that Farfetch did. We do 40 damage with Kangaskhan for the tiny punch. Another energy now. Where am I going to put this energy? Kangaskhan, hopefully to get up to using the Mega Punch. We've got a knockout straight away there. Mega Punch, immediate knockout. With these Lickitungs, that's the best way to deal with them. You've got to try and hit them as quickly as you can before they can get powered up. Now we've got an energy to put onto the bench somewhere. Shoot. Shauna. Eevee onto the bench. That'll be for the Jolteon if we need it. Piano. Literally the same card as Hop at the moment. It'd be nice if they did to like the Tiano cards and the Hop cards, the same as they've done with the professors and the boss's orders. Right, we've got it. We discard 2 cards to be able to draw another card. We'll have a look through and see what we've got in the deck. Gonna go for the Fearow. See, there's no Jolteon in this deck at present, so I wonder if it's prize. Furfru's going to take a little bit less damage because it's got an ability on it that reduces damage. go. We can't actually knock that out in one go, unfortunately. Knockout for our last prize card. We're going to get a Raticate to go into the deck, and that's our first card unlocked in the deck. As you can see, it says 1 of 7 there now. We're moving on to our second game against Mick. This time you'll see that we'll get the 3rd star once we get the win. Eevee up front. Fearow on the bench. Sorry, Spearow on the bench. Magnetite. Magnemite. Pokemon Fan Club to get 2 basics out. Just going to have a look through and see what basics we've actually got and what evolutions we've actually got. We haven't got a great deal, so we're going to go for 2 Kangaskharns. We want to get the heavier hitters as possible out. We had to choose basics there. That's what Fan Club does, it's basics, not evolutions. Going to keep going with Eevee. We now know that we don't have the Jolteon in the deck yet, so it's just a case of keeping on attacking until it's knocked out. Worry about the Kangaskhan, let's get that up and running so that we can try and do the 100 damage. Now, because that's not doing any damage each time, we're going to retreat that and bring up the Kangaskhan. No, we're not. We're going to attack. Energy onto Kangaskhan again. Retreat this time. That's because I've mistakenly thought I could do the Mega Punch with 3 energy cards. Yeah, that card's a really strong card for this deck. Tiny Punch again. We haven't pulled any energy. We need another energy to get our larger attack working. The helmets are handy too. If anybody hits us, we'll actually get an extra 2 cards into our hand. You'll see that happen now. When he attacks, we get 2 extra cards. Right, Skyfield. I was talking about this on one of the earlier videos. I'm not going to play it just yet. I know that it's there. I know that we don't have the evolution yet. Skyfield expands your bench, allows you to play more Pokemon on your bench. We've got 50 damage on Kangaskhan now. We need to start and build something else up on our bench. Got a potion so we can heal some of that damage off. Tiano to grab 3 more cards. Evolve Rattata into Ratcade. Another energy onto our bench Kangaskhan. And another knockout. We're going to have another straightforward knockout here. Energy on to Kangaskhan. Tiano to pick 3 cards up. Not really a lot that we need to do here, so Mega Punch. And that's our final knockout. Our victory. Again, you'll see that the star pops up. And there's our Raichu. So we're up against Calvin this time with a water deck. Oh, a Voltorb up front. Spearow and Eevee on the bench. Try the bicycle, see what it gives us. Acrobite. Tiano. Another Spearow. We've already got one on the bench, so I'm not going to worry about that. And our opponent is paralyzed. Pikachu up onto the bench. Another Tiano. And there's our Raichu ready to go. We'll clear the lucky helmet up on the Voltorb, so if we do get hit, we're going to end up with an extra 2 cards. Thunder Wave again, and we managed to hit again. There we go, that's what I was saying about the sky field and the circle circuit. We're going to retreat with this one. Bring up the Raichu. Get as many Pokemon on the bench as possible. Let's see what we can get from here. Yep, there's a Pikachu, we'll have that as well. So we've got a full bench. 8 Pokemon. 140 damage. Now again, we can't rest. We've still got to make sure that we are constantly taking energy cards and putting them onto the bench Pokemon. If our Raichu gets knocked out, we need something that we can bring up. We're going to heal the damage that it's taken at the moment. Another energy onto Kangaskhan. And another knockout. Going to play the Ultra Ball. And we're looking for Spearow. We'll evolve one of the Spearows up to Spearow. Again, just making sure that we've got something. If the Kangaskhan gets knocked out, we've got Spearow that can come in and take the place. One thing I hadn't talked about is prize cards. At the moment, each of these games we're taking and our opponent is taking one prize card per Pokemon. If we were playing in a event with GX, V, EX, Mega EX, Tag Team, GX and VMAX, and we've got another win, then the prizes you take for knocking those Pokemon out are different. The V, GX and EX, you get 2 prize cards for knocking out. The Mega Evolutions, the Tag Teams and the V Maxes, you get 3 prize cards for knocking out. And we're digging here to try and get a basic. Decided to put it onto Eevee. You can see we can't attack because we're going first. We're just going to use Eevee as a stopgap. We know that we haven't got Jolteons in the deck, so we're just going to let Eevee take a few hits while we build up the Spearow on the bench. Right, Eevee's going to be out after one more hit, but also we're going to have that 4th energy to go on to Spearow, which will bring it in with its heavier attack. And because our opponent had to concentrate the 3 energy onto the main Pokemon there, when we take that one out, the one that's going to come up not really do a great deal until they get 3 energy on. Sorry, the one that's on the bench. This AI never does what I think it's going to do. Right. Because we need Pokemon on the bench, we'll put Pikachu and Magnemite onto the bench. We've got the other Spearow in our hands, so if we got a Spearow, that would be really handy. The one thing I do like about Spearow's attack is the fact that you do get the opportunity to remove an energy from your opponent. That can cause a bit of trouble. Oh, another bench attacker. Pokeballs there, we have the opportunity to get a Raichu up and running. But we can bring up the Electro, put some energy onto it so we can start and bring it into play. I'm not too worried at the moment about bringing that Raichu out. Right, we know that Eevee's not going to be much use in this game now, but we could actually use that Eevee. Oh, there's two Eevees there, one onto the bench. Drill run, and you saw the energy being removed there when I got ahead. That means that even if my opponent put an energy onto that Pokemon, it could still only do the 20 damage. And Skyfield finally. We're not going to need it here, but we'll play Skyfield, play Tiano. Let's see what we can get out here. As many basics out as possible. Energy onto Kangaskhan. Again, this is just in case we decide to go for those two cards. We're going to look for our Raichu, and we're going to revolve our Raichu. Retreat, Fearow, bring up Raichu, other Eevee onto the bench. 160 damage. That's 20 damage from each benched Pokemon, and a win for our third star on Ali. And there's our Jolteon finally. Right, we're coming up on our 5th battle on Crushing Current. So you can see we've managed to win 7 battles so far. Magnet Knight up front. As soon as we can, we'll be playing the Pokemon Fan Club to get basics onto the bench. With going first, we can't attack. We have got Jolteon, yes. So what we'll probably do with the Fan Club is we'll go for an Eevee and a Kangaskhan. Have a look through. Oh, Spearow, right. Because we've got the Fearow in hand, we've gone for the 2 evolutions that we've got in hand. I've never pointed this out all the way through this, but when you are playing, Pokemon TCGO will suggest what cards you can play. It doesn't necessarily mean that the card will do anything, it just means that you can play that card. Yeah, Raichu down onto the bench. I was a bit surprised at myself when I did that move, because the Shauna might have given us the Raichu. It might have been a better card to play. I would have had more cards in hand, but I was guaranteed to get up with the other. If we had an energy, this would be a great position to be in, because we could have played the 2 Rattatas down to the bench and we could have been doing 100 damage with the riot tube. As it is, I'm going to bring Firo up front. Unfortunately, he's weak against electric. So he's actually going to take quite a bit of damage from this next attack. We can really do with this other energy now. One more hit on Firo and he's done. Retreat him back out of the active. Circle Circuit was just enough to knock them out. Really, I think I should have at least played one of the Rattatas down. Oh, continuous tumble. Eevee, Rattata, Magnemite, and Circle Circuit. Drawn into the energy now. I've no doubt I'll put that on the Jolteon or Hero. Another knockout. While we've still got 5 on the bench, we're doing 100 every time with that attack. If we can get the Skyfield out, then that gives us the possibility of giving up to 160 damage. Right, we're not too worried about that. There's the Skyfield. Skyfield into play. Let's get them basics put up onto the bench. When the Skyfield goes into play, this is a time when I don't worry about leaving space on the bench. If I can get something into play, I will. Just showing exactly what I was just saying. We put that onto Jolteon, so we have got Jolteon to come out if need be. The downfall with Jolteon is to use its attack. You actually have to discard an energy to use it. Last prize card in victory, and that's our 3rd star on Grayson. And our Magneton goes into our deck, giving us the 5 extra cards at the moment. So 2 more to unlock, but I think we'll leave that to another video. We've done quite a bit with this one at the moment. So, we shall end the video just here. And I'll say once again, thanks for watching. If you got right through to the end of all of these videos, thank you so much for watching. If you skip to the end, why do you skip to the end? Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know whether we're doing the right thing with what we're doing. I've done these videos as a way to try and introduce people to Pokemon in the simplest way possible. This is the first decks that you will interact with on Pokemon, and I think it's important for people to play through the 3 training decks the way that we are, because it allows you to learn the basics of running a deck. It shows you what stadium cards do. It shows you how evolutions work. It shows you how healing works. It shows you how resistance works. It shows you how weakness works. And that's what this was always set up for. Yes, it would be nice if they updated the training decks, rather than us training with old X and Y decks. It would be nice if there was some maybe modern V decks, even if they just brought them up to GX standard. That would be brilliant. Once again, thanks for taking the time to actually watch the video. Thanks for listening to me rambling on all the way through these, and hope to see you again shortly.